What is up, guys? I got a special surprise for you. We got someone who actually watches college basketball on with us. What's up, Randall? No, I hear that, man. We were just talking about college basketball. Randall, I gotta be honest with you, man. That's tough to watch after watching the NBA in terms of like shot making and shit. You're just like, dude, like it just if you take the over, it just feels like they're never gonna get enough points. Okay. Dude, yeah, the main team, they play slow, right? Is that a thing?
It was tough to watch. I think Maine, their gym, pretty similar to the high school where I went to school. So not much in the way of a D1 gym. My daughter actually asked, "Is this even D1?" So
I ask that all the time. Just the other night, I was watching Virginia and Virginia Tech, and I was like, "Is Virginia D1?" But that wasn't because of the gym. That was just because of them shooting.
16 points for them in the first half, I think.
Yeah. I was like, yeah, against your rival.
Yep.
Yeah. So you show up and you drop 16 in the first half. Like, guys, I don't know. So come on, guys. Mikey P, what's up, dude? The whole chat's here, man. They come out for Randall. Jesus. Brian, what's up, dude? Anybody have any questions for Randall? He knows more about OddsJam than anybody, so definitely keep that in mind. I know a lot of you guys were having like, I don't know, you ask me questions all the time that I don't really know the answer to. We actually got someone that does know. Look at that. We listen. We listen here. So, anyways, what we're gonna do, Randall, is I'm just gonna hit the button for a while. We're gonna find some bets for tonight. It's pretty much NBA night and Ivy League, I think. Ivy League tonight. What's up, Travis?
Ivy League tonight. That is correct.
And then we call it Dead Preds call it the Big Mac. And I was like, that's actually awesome because it's MAAC. I was like, nice work, Matt. We'll check the
St. Peter's.
Yeah. Marist.
Mount
What's up,
St.
Jeff?
Mary's. Yep.
That's a school. I used to take them. You know what I like to do with those teams is their totals are so low that sometimes you creep into the 20s for the team total in the first half. So that was always fun, taking some, bullshit school to score, over 26 and a half in the first half. Now that's a real sweat. Now that's fun. That's fun. But lately, I don't know if you've seen the first half team totals. It's tough to get them in the mid 20s. One time I took one 21 and a half.
21 and a half, huh?
It was Marist. 21 and a half. I'm almost sure. But think about that. I don't need to know anything about the team. I don't need to know anything about who they're playing. I'm just saying I'm calling bullshit. They're going to score more than 21 and a half. You know what I mean? Like, no, I'll take them. And that bet did hit. But I think they scored like 23 points.
It's close.
So I was like, wow. Like the 20 – like that's embarrassingly bad. Anyways, let's check out the bet station from yesterday. Or the sweat station, sorry. I meant to say bet track, and I said sweat, whatever. All right. We won. We won money, guys. It was $291. We had 10 bets, which was a lot. I don't like having a ton of bets. What about you, Randall? You take you bet 10 bets a night, maybe more?
I mean, if I'm using the EV page, yeah. But if I'm just betting on just college hoops, I mean, maybe I don't know, maybe 5 or 6 max. I mean, I think Saturday I've got like 6 games circled for tomorrow. So we'll see. But no, it won't be any more than probably 6 games tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm the same way. If I cap the stuff, I'll just grab like 2+ monies if I'm gonna watch it, And then because I'm watching to expect to win, which is different than EV. You're just spraying the board and whatever happens, happens. You know what I'm saying? So it's a little bit different strategy.
Yep. Just come back at the end of the night and collect your money.
See where you're at. Like a lot of times you're gonna have more than you started with.
Yep.
But if there's gonna be no rhyme or reason as to why which one hit, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. You can't just watch that and expect to win.
Correct.
I guess it's not the same thing. All right. So tell me this. Tell me how awesome this strategy is. You just look for bet MGM, and if they're minus 105 or minus 110 on something, you just take it.
Just automatic play?
Yeah, auto bet. I mean, they're not going to give you a lot of money on it, but
right.
I think over the last couple of weeks, I'm up like $600 on them. Just betting like $30, $10, $2 sometimes. They gave me $60 on something yesterday. Had $100 on something yesterday. You know what I mean? Like it's all over the map.
It was nice of them to give you 60 on a play.
Dude, they gave me 100 on the Spurs Kings first half total last night. I was shocked. It hit, so they're not going to do it again.
No, they won't make that mistake again.
Yeah.
Hey, Randall, you mentioned you had 5 or 6 games circled for tomorrow, and then you didn't tell us which ones. You can't leave a tease out.
Yeah,
like
we
that.
might need those, Randall.
Yeah.
Oh, I can get into them. I mean, the lines are just now coming out. We were talking about.
Write this shit down, guys. Sorry.
We were talking about Virginia. Well, I was in your stream last Friday. I think I gave a winner out, didn't I? Colorado State.
Oh yeah. It's tough to remember all the winners you give out, Randall. I can't remember which day it was.
Yeah, it was Colorado State last Friday. I typed it out, but yeah, tomorrow we were talking about Virginia. I actually like Virginia tomorrow. It looks like they're plus 2.5 on FanDuel right now against Carolina. I mean, definitely a recency bias there. Although with recency bias, why is North Carolina only laying 2.5? So I like Virginia there. Also like Kentucky against Alabama. I think that's a good spot for Kentucky off of the loss against LSU. Bama off the overtime win. Wake Forest is another one. Have had that one circled for a while. Revenge against Duke. Wake Forest wins that game. They're definitely in the tournament if they're not already. I think that line opened to 1.5. So
they still play fast as shit.
Still fast. Yeah, they blew Pitt out the other night. I think they beat them by almost 40. So yeah, like that side, and then Ole Miss and Seton Hall are the other two. So I guess it's just 5, Nigel. Only 5 games, but those are 5 games that I'm looking at for tomorrow. I'm hoping I've got those futures on Arizona. I'm hoping.
Yep, I remember that. We're in Vegas.
Hoping they can get it turned around. Didn't look good last night.
Yeah, but they just got to get hot in March.
Yep.
Just Caleb Love chip in a chair, and you're good.
Caleb Love is either going to take them to the finals or get them eliminated in the second round. So
he was the we found a fun one. He was the one from North Carolina, right?
Yep, North Carolina.
Yep, him and Black. What's the other kid? RJ Black, maybe?
Leaky Black. Class? Yep. Leaky Black and then RJ Davis. He was on
RJ Davis. Yeah, Leaky Black's gone.
Yep, he's in the NBA.
Nice. All right, hey, real quick. North Florida, Jacksonville, first half over 65.5 at FanDuel. That's a gift, probably. If you look here, Pinnacle has it minus 133. Bovada's got minus 130. Bodog's at minus 130. I'm guessing if we look at the matchup page, guessing everybody else is at just a higher number because nothing's really showing up. Yeah, it looks like 66.5 is the number that everyone else agreed on, except for FanDuel.
Yep, almost a full point there.
And that's crazy for a half. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like that's I don't know. I like that. I like that. So we'll take that. Plus, that's a fun bet. Also, too, Randall, the chat is saying you look like you umpire Little League games. Do you? I'd say you could ref a basketball game. I bet.
Yeah, I've done
You know
some
the rules.
officiating before. No baseball. No baseball
Okay.
umpiring, though. No.
What about the basketball? You said you did.
I have before.
Okay, yeah. No, I pegged you as you're definitely a basketball ref. Like if like you showed up to one of your daughter's games and the refs weren't there, I bet you could just grab a whistle and no one wouldn't even know the difference. Like you got everything down.
Yep, I could grab a whistle and do that, but baseball, no chance.
Yeah, me neither.
Not doing any umpiring.
I don't know the rules really. I mean, I know strike zone, but I don't know. It's just boring.
Yeah, I'm not.
I mean, like you can't bet dinger props at Little League games.
Yeah, baseball's not my sport.
Nah, I can bet on it though. I was just talking to somebody, but baseball is like undercover one of the better sports to bet on, just because you have games all day long a lot of times, and they're every day. So you can always get down on baseball. What's up, Nicholas? Oh, Mikey P used to be a catcher in the minors. Nice. We should have a coach off, Brian. Yeah, you get a team of fourth graders, and Randall gets a team, and we'll have them play. See what happens. Your daughter's older than fourth grade, though, no, Randall? Like she's like high school almost, right?
7th grade. Yeah.
7th grade. Okay, you're getting there. My oldest is in 8th grade, and those games are starting to look like real basketball games. You know what I mean?
Yep. Gets better as they get older. Pee-wee is not good.
Yeah. Nah, see, all right. So offense, you run the 5 out?
For me in basketball?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the teams around here play a lot of zone. So
okay. You can still run 5 out sets. It's just you got to kind of figure out a way to overload one side.
Yeah, usually a little 1-3-1. Have a pretty solid pretty solid plays out of that against the 2-3. But a lot of 2-3 zone is pretty common around here. Not a lot of teams run man, so
because they can't shoot, right? So you can't shoot. We'll just get in a zone until you shoot us out of it. Yeah, and then just hopefully they miss. But as they get older, they can't do that shit, man.
Yeah,
the kids are starting to be able to shoot. Okay, so let's get back. What was the lines on those games? That's what Sean wants to know. What's up, Sean?
What were the lines on the games that I gave? Is that what he's asking?
Do we know?
Yeah. So Wake Forest is -1.5. These are odds right now. So, I mean, this is just FanDuel because a lot of these books don't have lines, but FanDuel is 1.5. Ole Miss is 2.5. Virginia is +2.5. Kentucky's -1.5. And Seton Hall is 3.5. So, I mean, if you're taking Wake Forest, Ole Miss, and Kentucky, I would just play the money line. I don't like to lay points. If it's
you're a big don't lay the points guy. I remember that.
Yeah, just take the money line. So,
yeah, Jeff, you're not allowed to go near a school, bro. Come on. You were at school. Within 25, I think it's 500 feet, isn't it, Jeff? Tell him it's 500 feet, isn't it?
Jeff needs to call his lawyer. Get the exact number for us.
Yeah. All right. So while we were talking there, St. Peter's, Mount St. Mary's over 130.5. That's just a solid Friday night bet. -105 at FanDuel. You got again just two. I don't want to call them bullshit schools, so I need a better term, but for lack of a better term, like two bullshit schools fighting it out on Friday night for all the people. Over 130.5. That's a pretty low number. -105. Everybody else likes it a little more. DraftKings kind of, 130. Jesus, flips up there at 130.
Slop, I do like St. Mary's, or not St. Mount St. Mary's. I do like them in this game tonight.
Oh, you think they win?
Yeah, they.
What do they do?
I think they're laying 2. Little bit of revenge. St. Peter's beat them earlier this season. I think St. Peter's shot like 27 free throws. Mount St. Mary's shot like 14 or 15. So you would think that would flip now heading back to the Mount. So yeah, if you're looking for a little action there, the over and Mount St. Mary's.
It's tough for me there because that's basically like an intramural game at like a D1 school. You know what I mean? Like it's not. Yeah. I mean, they have uniforms and it's a whole thing. It gets announced, but I mean, at the end of the day, you see the gym. Like it's literally an intramurals game. Yeah. If it was a D1 campus, but dude, the only way to make something like that bearable is to bet on it. You know what I mean? Like all of a sudden, it just becomes a big ass game. Like once you bet on it.
I used to live next door to St. Peter's in Jersey City.
I was watching something was up. Like they have a pool or something there, and it was right next to the locker room. So the coach, he was saying how he tries to talk to like the team, but it was tough because they had like a bunch of kids using the pool or something. It's a wild story because it came out after last year because they made that run, right?
I think that was
2 years ago. Yeah, because Holloway's at Seton Hall now. He left.
Okay, yeah, so it was 2 years ago.
Yep.
But yeah, it was so crazy. It's like, wait a minute, that's like your school, but like that's small school.
Very
Quinnipiac -3.5. Fairfield blows. They only play 7 guys. I don't know. I kind of like the 7-man rotation.
Nobody else is good enough to play.
Yeah, it just says like, guys, all right, we're going with 7 dudes. They play kind of fast now. Or they did, if I remember. I used to look at
I think Fairfield plays somewhat fast. Manhattan used to really slow it down, but I don't know if they got a new coach. They're playing at a much faster pace this year. A lot of their totals are 140s, 150s. They used to be low 120s, sometimes 115, 116.
Yeah, see, this is what happened at these schools. Iona's best player quit the team.
I think they play Ryder tonight. So
Iona, that's where whatchamacallit. Yeah, that's what Mikey P. He likes Ryder.
Yep.
It's the Iona kid quit.
Yeah.
Like, wow, man.
Where Patino was.
Yeah, that's where Patino was, right?
Yep.
Now his new team's about to quit on him.
Yeah, they showed up the other night though.
That's
at least in the first half, but yeah.
We need more bets though. All right, so if you didn't see the Thunderdome earlier, I don't even remember what I got. Oh, Zion over 5.5 assists was +120 at ESPN bet. Tyus Jones double +230 at FanDuel, and then the last one,
Jamal Murray.
Oh, Jamal Murray 8+ assists +145 at FanDuel. Watch the Thunderdome. Go watch the Thunderdome. Jeff's making fun of you for liking Indiana, Randall.
Indiana, who?
The Hoosiers.
I don't like the Hoosiers.
Who said that? It was the other night. Yeah, the other night, the EV tool had Indiana.
Oh, okay.
+1.5. So I took them, and Jeff was saying don't take them.
Gotcha.
But Jeff was on restriction from talking in the chat because he had everybody on Virginia like 2 days ago, and that you saw how that ended.
Yeah. Well, hopefully
it would be better if they would just forfeited at halftime and saved the embarrassment.
Hopefully he takes Virginia tomorrow against North Carolina. That's a good bet.
Okay, but they're at home, right?
They're at home. I mean, this is a game they've got to win. I mean, they went from pretty well a lock to get into the tournament.
Don't you have to win against Virginia Tech if you're Virginia? Like you don't just show up at their campus and just get the snot kicked out of you.
Yeah, I mean that was a bad loss, but they can right the ship in the eyes of the committee by knocking off a ranked Carolina team.
Yeah. All right, so Jamal Murray is on here. I saw that, Mackenzie. I was waiting for you to bring that up. Buddy Hield went over. He had 6 assists. Now, I actually checked that this morning. And I was like, hey, so was Mackenzie right? I was so fired up that Tyus Jones had 11 assists for the first time I really checked. So I was like, all right, so I already won. But yeah, there's a Sling and Salvi. There's Tyus Jones 12+ assists is in the parlay. Yeah, I got a Randall $50 from 7,500 tonight. 3-legger.
That's it, huh?
Yeah, dude. All right. So Tyus Jones, 12 plus assist. Jamal Murray, 10 plus assist. Zion, double-double. That's it. Those three things happen. We are gold. Nigel, you got anything on Zion?
Let me check.
While he's checking, the Jamal Murray under 30.5 PRAs, I'm scared. I'm not actually. This kind of helps my assist claim. I don't think he scores as much tonight. I think he's dishing. And my theory, Randall, is that nobody covers PRAs without getting the points.
Yep,
Does that
I
make
would agree
sense?
with that.
Like every time I'm looking, I'm like, like every time I bet one of those, I'm like, why didn't I just take the points? Because like he's gonna get there on points if he's gonna get there. Like go ahead.
Is he hurt or was he hurt?
He was, but he's playing now. That I think that the thought process here would be that Caesars, yeah, it's minus 106 now. But the thought process would be that the Nuggets blow out the Blazers, but I don't know. I mean, the Nuggets on the road. Yeah, it's Jamal Murray's birthday today. You know he's going to kind of show out. He's probably double-double at least. He'll give you 10 assists. He's not really a 10 assist guy, though, but he's done it a few times. It's not like it's like outrageous. Oh, Jalen Green over 3.5 assists plus 155 at FanDuel. Just put it in blind. We don't even need to look.
Nope. That's a great play.
Yep, now it's plus 150. That thing's coming way down.
Still a good play, though.
Yep, still take it. But Jalen Green over 3.5 assists. What is it? Van Vliet's not going to play or something? Something happened there. Something had to have happened. Shit, I need to get that in. What do you got? Anything, Nigel?
Zion's just questionable. Haven't seen any updates.
Yeah, nothing's been updated.
No.
I think he's playing because Stephen A. Smith was talking trash about him.
I saw. Did you see the Pelicans how they responded?
Yeah, and then the Pelicans tweeted his
College
career average.
Yeah, career average.
So, yeah, that was actually pretty funny. Also, too, there's a video right now. It's pretty funny going on making nachos in a hotel sink. If you guys are on Twitter, probably want to check that out because that is disgusting. What this guy does with nachos in a hotel sink. He like boils the meat, dude. It's so gross. But definitely worth looking for.
I might check that out later.
Yeah, bookmark it.
Sounds a little inappropriate.
Yeah, no, it didn't get really good reviews. Like a lot of the people are like, wait a minute, like what the fuck?
Did you ever see the guy who made shrimp and grits in an airplane bathroom while I was in flight?
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah. He had like a battery to boil water in the sink. I don't even know how he got the battery on the plane. It looked like a bomb.
That's crazy. You would think like he'd get detained for something like that.
You'd think.
Yeah, I mean that's basically smoking.
He
I mean,
ate it out of a sick bag, which was the cherry on top.
It's a back-to-back, Jeff, but there is an all-you-can-eat buffet there, so he's always questionable. All right, you want to go Duquesne, Fordham, under 139, minus 105 at Caesars. I'm just going to say that that's probably not right.
Say that school name again, Slop.
Fordham?
The other one. The other one?
Duquesne? What is it?
Duquesne.
Them too.
Same team.
That's not even a real school, though. So I don't
Duquesne.
Duquesne. Duquesne. Yeah.
The Duke.
Dude, how do you want me to say Duquesne and you spell like that? You know what I'm saying? And you're a bullshit school. So, like, what do you want? But I bet
where's Duquesne, Randall?
Is it Pennsylvania?
I don't know. I'm seriously asking. I have no idea.
Let me look. Yeah, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
I don't think it matters. It was garlic shrimp?
Are you talking about the guy who did it in the airplane?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like shrimp and I think it was grits.
How did he make grits? So he had to somehow be able to boil water.
Yeah, he boiled water in the bathroom sink. He used like a battery to create like a charge to boil the water.
I don't have a problem with that.
Good comment, Jeff.
Duquesne. Yeah, dude. Reading Rainbow. No, there's no reading. Like, there's no world that says Duquesne. I'm gonna petition to have him change it.
Except our world, of course. But
No, there's no world that does not say Duquesne. It doesn't. Yeah, that's what the people in Philly call it. Yeah, I don't see what the angle is on Jalen Green. I'm looking at things. Something's up. It's gone now anyway. So if you didn't get it, we need more bet online or BetMGM stuff. Yeah, I mean we're gonna need some more stuff. There's a prize picks play, but those things disappear so fast before I can get to 5 or 6, so it's tough.
oh yeah, Randall, Mikey in the chat wanted to know earlier, why is Duke a dog tomorrow? I guess.
I mean, Wake Forest has been playing pretty well. And actually in that game against Duke, I mean, I know Duke covered it. It was a couple of weeks ago. That game, let me just look at that score. I think the final score is a little misleading. I mean, they won 77-69, but I mean, Wake trailed that game by 2 at half. Duke shot 25 free throws. Wake shot 13. I mean, honestly, I think this line should probably be Duke -1, but you're paying a tax for Wake Forest having to win to kind of get into the tournament. So I think it's just the fact that Wake kind of needs the win. So the books have definitely adjusted the lines for those kind of short road favorites, and they've kind of flipped it to where the unranked team is now the favorite, because I think earlier this year, unranked teams like catching 2 or less were like 75 or 80% ATS. So you add a little bit of tax for a team that needs to win. And obviously a trend that's been pretty profitable on the other side, and it allows the books to probably get some Duke money or get some more Duke money, with Duke being a dog, which I love that Duke just blew out Miami too on the road. So should be a tough spot for him. Back-to-back road games, pretty easy game at Miami. It should be a good spot for Wake Forest, but yeah, Wake probably favored.
Randall, not to interrupt, we got to get something real quick.
Yep.
Miles Bridges over 7.5 rebounds plus 116 at FanDuel. It's at -106, but yeah, that's a good one. All right, keep going. Sorry.
Oh no, that was about all I had. You're just paying you're paying a tax for a team that has to win. I think probably pretty similar to Carolina at Virginia. I mean, that line really should be Carolina -4 or 5. But it's a game that Virginia needs to win. It's a spot that I would say most sharp college basketball sports bettors know. Kind of a buy low spot. So okay. I was hoping to get 4.5 with Virginia, but they're not going to give that to you. So
Bobby Portis over 6.5 rebounds, -115 at FanDuel. Look, that's a great one. Everybody else is just not even remotely in the same ballpark. I hate I'm not really deep in the rebound game, but I'll do it if I have to. What else? How many games you got total tomorrow?
Just 5 right now.
Okay.
Yeah. Houston Baylor is interesting. I think Baylor's catching 2.5 in that game. Florida's probably in a pretty good bounce back spot after losing to Alabama. They're laying 19 against Vandy, though. Vandy's awful. Arizona, probably a good spot for them against Washington off of a loss. Same with Iowa State. I mean, a lot of these teams, like an Arizona, an Iowa State, a Florida, like those are all teams that they're coming off of a loss. They're back home. They're playing teams that are not very good. So potentially I like to play those games first half as well. Team comes out, fired up.
Pumped.
Maybe they don't cover the big number, but they can at least get home with that first half line. So definitely an angle that I look at as well for teams like that.
Jamal Murray's out tonight. Just ruined my parlay, dude. That was gonna be $50 to get $7,500.
You're gonna have to put another one in now.
I know. Here's the thing, though. Now you can go with a Trailblazer, but I was gonna go Scoot Henderson assist, but he's out. But I think now Simons might be a move. But yeah, now I'm struggling now. I'm struggling. Gonna have to think about this a little bit.
Slop, who's winning the NBA Finals? Is it the Clippers?
I don't know yet. There's not that many teams that can win it. So I'll get a list together. I'll get that up so you check that out.
I need to see that.
Yeah, because the Super Bowl was so easy this year. It wasn't even funny. Like the Chiefs, 49ers, like, dude, they've been on the list all season long. There was only a couple teams that could win it. And both of them were one of them. Obviously, there can only be one team, so there's that. Dude, to Jamal Murray, that's just like my feelings are hurt right now. Like, dude,
Ruined your night.
Dude, that was the 10 o'clock play. That was the play that like I was gonna cash the big ass parlay with like late night. You know what I mean? Now it's I think Simons might be the way to go.
You could always substitute Duquesne money line.
I could. Aren't you moving to Portugal? What about Bagley over rebounds? That's scary. I need something that's in the plus 440 now range. You know what I'm saying? That's not always easy.
You want to take Poole over his points?
That's
Burn your money.
Yeah, you ever chase that guy around on a Friday
Didn't he
night?
get benched the other night?
Yeah, he's coming off the bench.
Yeah.
Do you guys see that inbound pass he threw yesterday? It was going around on
No.
Twitter. Oh my god. You can look it up. It's ridiculous.
He's got a pretty solid highlight reel this season.
Yeah,
not really good.
His lowlights are good.
Yeah. He's struggling. That's a tough move. Ooh, 8 and under 10.5 rebounds. Minus 125. It's minus 130 there. Minus 129. I don't know. I mean, the edge is there. It is. You know what I mean? But like.
Hey, Randall, I got a question for you. Unless you got something, Slop.
No, go.
There's been a lot of chatter on EV Twitter about betting into FanDuel when they're on an island, especially for NBA player props. And like, there's a lot of back and forth. Some people are saying that you should be very wary of it. We've had that conversation on here before. Like when FanDuel is just on an island somewhere with an NBA prop. You have any insight into that?
About that on Twitter?
I've seen a few tweets about it.
Yeah, I've seen some conversation about it. I mean, I would say, FanDuel is pretty sharp. I mean, in player props. I mean, I would definitely agree with that. But I mean, to say that they're sharp in every single market that they set, every single player that they set, I mean, I don't think that that's accurate. But yeah, I mean, I do think they are one of the sharper, domestic books when it comes to player props. But when they're, like you said, isolated by themselves, they can't be sharp for every player, for every market. I mean, that's just not. I don't think that's realistic to believe.
I don't buy it either, Randall.
That makes sense. I know it's just there's been a lot of conversation for it on EV Twitter, as I'm calling it, Slop.
Yeah.
People are talking a lot on EV on Twitter. They're getting mad about the green picket calendars because they're like, oh, all I ever see is the OddsJam people tweeting out green, whatever. It's like, why would we not?
I did see that today.
You know what I'm saying? You saw that one, and you're like, buddy, like, of course. It's like all green. Like, that's what you want, right? Like, you want an all green picket calendar.
Green is good.
Yeah, it's like it's because of a tool that we sell. So what? Like, I don't understand how we wouldn't say anything about that. Do you know what I mean? Like, of course we would say something about people literally winning money all the time, always.
There's nothing wrong with that.
It's always funny to me, though. I always just die laughing. I'm like, what are we doing? Like,
Randall, Mikey P's asking, any sleeper picks you have for NCAA winner?
Man, it's a good question. What is he ask him? Is he wanting certain odds, or just like we looking like 50-1, or what's he looking for?
He can hear you, so I'm sure he'll answer.
All right, we'll see what he says. I can give some, but yeah, just curious if just looking for maybe a team to make a deep run to the Final Four. I think FAU, for whatever it's worth, is a team that I would look to fade if they get in. I know they made the run last year, but not too impressed by them.
He says a team with good value, so I guess that would be
all right. Team with good value. Let me look at the odds board and we'll see. I mean, I'm super biased. I love Arizona, but 11-1. I mean, I got them 15-1, 16-1, I think. So, not really a lot of value there now. I mean, you can't take UConn. Like, UConn's plus 450, Purdue's plus 750. I mean, kind of looking down the line a little bit. I mean, Marquette 25-1. This is just on DraftKings, so you might be able to get a better number. I think Marquette 25-1 is solid. I mean, decent value. I mean, if they can get in, I don't know if they can or not. I mean, Providence is 300-1 on DraftKings right now.
Is Providence, like, do you really think they could?
No, I don't think they can win it all. But I mean, when you look for something like that, I mean, I think you're just looking for a team that can make the tournament, maybe get to the second weekend and you can get a potential hedge opportunity.
Yeah, no, that's what I was thinking. Like,
yeah, it would not be to win it all.
Like, really good.
I mean, teams that I think have I don't want to say no chance, but teams that I don't like. I think if you're taking a future on like North Carolina, Kansas, Duke, Creighton, like I don't necessarily buy into all of those teams. I mean, the teams that can actually win it right now, I mean, it's a pretty small set of teams if you just look at the history of the national champions. And I mean, right now, just based on offensive and defensive efficiency, you're looking at Purdue, UConn, Arizona. Duke actually does fit. And then Houston.
Hey, timeout. Anaheim Ducks over a half a goal, minus 110. I'm sorry, first period. Minus 110 at BetMGM. That's a move.
Share your
All right,
screen.
keep going. Yep. It's on the bet, right?
Yeah.
I think you were on MGM. Well, yeah, you were on MGM.
Yeah, it was on like the bet. Yeah.
Go ahead, Randall. We finish
We
your
should be
thought
back.
there.
Go ahead, Brandon.
Yeah, so I mean, I would say the other teams, well, not the other, these actually do fit. Would be Houston. They fit at least right now. North Carolina does fit. Tennessee, Auburn, and Marquette. So, I mean, of those teams with the longest odds, I mean, Marquette, I think at 25-1, I said, maybe not a bad number. But you're looking for a team that's top 25 on defense and top 40 on offense. So it's a pretty small group of teams that can actually win it all when it's all said and done.
That's my thing. Brian Starr, any thoughts on Circa? They're sharp, right?
Circa is sharp. Yes. Very sharp.
Jeff thinks Tennessee's a good sleeper.
Yeah, Tennessee is, what are they? 13-1. I mean, yeah, could have had a much better number beginning of the year. I mean, actually, Arizona's 14-1 now on DraftKings, so they're not far behind what they were to start the year.
Wait, what did you get them at?
I got them at 15-1. So, I mean, Caleb Love is either going to carry them to the Final Four or he's going to shoot them out of the tournament in the second round. It'll be one or the other. He was absolutely out of control last night. So,
How many shots you take?
too many bad shots at that. I'll tell you though how many he took. He had 27 points, so I mean he can score, but he had Slop
27 points if he took 20-something shots. It's like
27 points on 20 shots. So
yeah, you can't do that. Allen Iverson numbers.
20 of those shots, or I'm sorry, 12 of those shots were from three. So yeah, he
jacking up threes.
Yeah. As he goes, Arizona goes, unfortunately.
Some disagreement in the streets about Miles Bridges tonight. FanDuel seems to not think he's going to do so well. Everybody else is saying the opposite.
That's a good example of one that I had brought up earlier right there, Randall, with FanDuel.
What are they? Plus 116. Everybody else is just kind of 110 both ways. Yeah, I mean, FanDuel is pretty heavily juiced, minus 154. I mean, the thing also to remember, I mean, obviously these lines set their books, or these books set their lines, but I mean, these lines move based on action. So, I mean, FanDuel's moved the line because they're taking a lot of money on the under, which, I mean, maybe they've identified those as sharp accounts, or, you know, there's just a steady stream of money coming in on the under from, you know, the squares too. No, I mean, most line movement comes from sharps, but
yeah, I'd say it's respected accounts, right?
Yeah, just respected accounts betting him under, and that's why, you know, they've moved the line. But I don't know what this line opened on FanDuel, but depending on what it opened, where the juice was, where the number was, I mean, they may have opened it a point lower, so they've got to juice it, you know, lower on the higher number for it to make sense, you know, if they opened at 34.5. So
yeah,
I mean, there's a lot that goes into it, to just say, you know, completely avoid FanDuel plays for player props. I don't think is a fair statement, but I mean, if you got enough data that shows they're always right, which is not the case, then, you know, maybe that's what you do.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. All right, I'm trying to find one more before we get out of here. So far, I mean, they're not going to be available anymore, but what we've got for tonight, 6 moves, over 130.5, St. Peter's, Mount St. Mary's, minus 105 at FanDuel. North Florida, Jacksonville, over 65.5 in the first half, minus 106 at FanDuel. Jalen Green, over 3.5 assists, plus 155 at FanDuel. under 139. It looks like Duquesne and Fordham. That's minus 105 at Caesars. Bobby Portis over 6.5 rebounds. Minus 115 at FanDuel, and Miles Bridges over 7.5 rebounds. That is plus 116 at FanDuel.
Did you add the hockey one? Didn't you take a Ducks one?
Yeah, I did. It must not have. I'm pretty sure I hit the button on it. I know I bet it.
You sure what that game was for today?
Maybe.
So you got a play on tomorrow on your calendar there. Maybe for
Okay,
tomorrow.
so it's probably tomorrow then. But you just spray the board, bro.
Early NHL
Yeah,
line.
there it is. Yeah,
Yeah.
we got it. So got that to look forward to tomorrow with all the college basketball.
Sweating out hockey.
What's up, Daniel? One more. We got to find one more. That ain't bad for like a little half hour. Oh, there it is right there. Let's go Anthony Simons over 6.5 assists plus 152 at FanDuel. I'm actually going to bet that. Game should be a little bit closer, no? Nuggets on the road. Jamal Murray, they let him take his birthday off. So they're already saying we don't care about this game. You know what I mean? That'll replace my bet on Murray. Man, that stinks. If you guys want to follow something here, I got St. Peter's and Mount St. Mary's over 130.5 in a parlay with under 162.5 in Youngstown State, and it looks like Milwaukee, which is still there, which is kind of scary. It's the same price still, but not on the EV tool anymore, which means everybody went to FanDuel's number. Yeah, and then Tyus Jones, double-double. The 3-leg Murray. Man, they already voided it. Yeah, they're like, yeah, he ain't playing. All right, so we get a grand. You know what I'm saying? Tyus Jones and Zion, they cash, we get $1,000. And then Simons now to make up for that Murray play. Yeah, I was kind of scared of a beatdown. I started on the Portland Trailblazers side of the player props this morning. That's where I was trying to look to find one. And then it just was glaringly obvious that like it was probably going to be Murray was going to be the move. So it was like, all right. So, but I am willing to go now that Murray's not playing. I'm willing to go to the Blazers side of things. All right, so that's gonna do it. Nicholas, man, that's wild. Butler and Kuminga double doubles, but if you're gonna do something like that, Friday's the day to do that. Do you know what I mean? Like that's the day. If you guys are absolute psychos, you could go Vince Williams over 5.5 assists. That's like plus 150 at FanDuel. He's kind of like a player. Like kind of. Because remember, Memphis has like a G League roster. So
they do.
Yeah, it's very difficult. But like he has kind of been balling. I'm gonna do that too. Whatever, bro. You only live once. It's only 1.11% edge. I mean, they're playing the Clippers, but I don't know. If you're the Clippers, how do you get up for that? You know what I mean? Like you're playing guys that literally aren't even NBA players.
Right.
Like, so you're sitting around the locker room. There's no way that's like the normal, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like get it, like shoot around and shit before the game. It's like whatever. They're probably drinking beers.
Show up, roll the balls out.
Yeah. Like there's no way they're excited for that game.
No.
Like they're like the Memphis guys are like asking for autographs and shit. You know what I mean? All right, guys, that's gonna do it. If you want to follow more of Randall's college basketball bets, I suggest you do that. Follow him on Twitter. It's Randall K Bets. Also, too, you got a You got a Spaces tonight, don't you?
Yeah, Spaces tonight. I've got to go pick my daughter up from track practice here in just a little bit. And yeah, 6 Eastern. So about an hour from now, I'm going to go on and go more in depth on the games that I mentioned and talk some more games. So yeah, 6 Eastern Spaces if you want to tune in.
Cool. All right. I will definitely be doing that. I'm not going to hit it live though. I'm going to probably listen to it tonight when I'm laying on the couch. But yeah, no, I need action for tomorrow.
I'll get you smashed.
Yeah, I've been spraying the board with the EV bets. But I like to kind of mix it up with bets that have been capped as well.
Yep.
That's just the way it is. 'Cause, I mean, it's great to get EV bets from the EV tool. It's awesome and stuff. But there are times where like you bet something like last night, Tyus Jones 10 plus assists was like plus 290. Later on in the day, it was like plus 240 or even less. So it's like, you know what I mean? Like I would like to find that myself, you know what I'm saying, before people start to smash it. But yeah, so there is that. So there's no sense in not doing both, right?
Exactly. I agree.
All right, guys, go ahead. Hey, if you haven't already, subscribe to this channel, like these. It helps a lot. And I'll probably talk to you Monday. Right, Nigel?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there could be something this weekend. I'm not sure, though. The basketball schedule kills me for this. But yeah, I'll talk to you later, guys.
Take it easy, everybody.